Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to show you how to replace the bar and chain on your Husqvarna 45 chainsaw to an Oregon chain and bar combo like this. And here's the saw, Husqvarna 45. It's a 45cc chainsaw. It's got a 16-inch bar and chain. This one here is in bad condition. And I figured it was just better to replace the bar and chain at the same time. I'll just quickly show you why I'm replacing this bar and chain first of all. If you look at the bottom of the bar here, you can see a lot of wear marks to the point there's like a small burr all the way at the bottom of the bar. The small burr over here is not normal. And there is excessive play in the chain on the bar like this. That means the groove inside the bar is pretty worn out. Let's say you have a bar that has a 50 gauge groove in here. What happens over time is it wears out, it gets larger, your chain moves like I showed you, and it is much harder to cut nice and straight through the wood. That's why a lot of people can't get their saws to cut straight, because the bar is worn out. Also, for safety precautions, you should replace the bar and chain when it's worn out like this. Now anybody at home can do this themselves. All you need is a ratchet with a 1/2 inch socket or a scrunch like this. It's a combination of tools to remove bar nuts, and there is a screwdriver at the end. The scrunch here is basically a tool that you get when you buy any new chainsaw. To start with, I'm going to remove the 2 bar nuts. Now I'm going to remove the chain brake assembly, make sure the brake is off. And I'm going to remove the bar and chain. Now that the bar is off, I'll show you up close the damage on it. And here's the burr I was showing you earlier. You can see here that the groove is way larger than it should be. When you take your saw apart like this to replace the bar and chain, it's a good idea to clean it up inside here and to also clean the dirt inside the clutch cover. On this saw here, you can see that it did get hot at one point. The cover is still good though. I'm just going to clean this quickly in my parts washer, and then I'll show you how to put the bar and chain on. And you want to get your saw nice and clean like this. Now I'm ready to install the new bar and chain, but I'm going to give you a closer look at it before I put it on. And here it is. It's a microlite bar. It's from Oregon. It's part number 108579, and it comes from discountonlineparts.com. Here it tells you the length of the bar, 16 inch, the pitch of the chain, 0.325, and how many drive links. There's 66 drive links, and the gauge of the bar, which is the space in between where the chain goes, is 50 gauge. And on the packaging it shows you some brand names of chainsaws that this combo will fit on. And if you go to discountonlineparts.com, you can check out the combos, get the one that's for your saw. And as you can see, they're quite affordable, around $50 or less for the combo. Now I'm going to open it up. It'll be a lot easier to install the bar and chain if you have your saw on the side like this. First, I'm going to insert the bar like this. Now when you install the chain, you want the teeth to be facing frontwards like this. I'm going to start by putting the chain on the sprocket. Now you want to work the chain up and put it in the groove as you're doing this. You can also wear gloves when you do this if you're afraid of cutting yourself. Now that you've got it set up like this, you can install the clutch cover. When you install the clutch cover, you want to make sure that the pin here on the adjustment bolt will line up into the hole here on the bar. Sometimes you may have to adjust that screw so that the pin will fit into the bar. Just as you can see here, I need to loosen the screw so that the pin will line up with the hole. And I'll show you how easy it is to do this. You just basically unscrew the screw, and this pin will go down. And just adjust it accordingly until it fits. And I'm going to try it on again, and you can see it goes right in there. Now I'm still going to have to readjust the chain and bar once this is all on, and I'll put the 2 nuts back on. Now I'm just going to snug them up. That's so that I'm still able to adjust the chain and bar. Now I'm going to put it upright. Now you can see that the chain is way too loose, so I'm going to have to tighten up the adjusting screw. And here's the screw, and with my scrunch I'm just going to tighten it up. And as I do this, you're going to see the chain tighten up underneath the bar as well. Now when I'm on the last stage of adjusting the chain, I'm going to lift up the bar like this. Feel the tension, it's still a bit loose. I'm going to keep holding the bar, adjust it to its final setting. Actually, I'll wear gloves just to be safe as well. And now turn the chain while holding the bar up, feel the tension. And here's the tension I'm going to keep on the chain just like this while holding the bar up. So that's good. And now to finish up, I'm going to hold the bar up again and tighten up the two nuts. And tighten them up evenly. And you want these to be on fairly tight. And that's good. Now before you're completely done, there's one last thing I want to show you, and it's at the tip of the bar over here. There's a small hole here, and you can insert a small grease gun to grease the nose tip. You can use a small grease gun like this, insert it in the hole, it's made especially for this, and then pump a few squirts of grease. As you can see, the grease came out of here, so that's good. It's telling me that the grease is getting inside. You can turn the chain a bit to distribute the grease. And you can also do it on the other side of the bar as well. You don't need to put too much. By greasing the tip of your bar, it's going to give it a much longer life, even though it is getting bar oil. And once you're done, put on your safety glasses and give it a try. I'm just going to start it up to show you guys that it does work well with it. After you've used your combo a few times, you're going to notice that it's easier to turn the chain on the bar, and this is perfectly normal. And because it's a brand new chain, you can expect to have to adjust it after a little bit of use. That's perfectly normal again. And just remember, when you retension your chain, loosen the two bar nuts, hold the bar up like this, and feel the tension. If the chain's too loose, turn in the screw a little bit. If it's too tight, just turn it out a bit. And then tighten up the two nuts while holding the bar up like this. If you're not too familiar with replacing a bar and chain on your chainsaw, always wear safety gloves so you do not cut your fingers. And again, this bar and chain combo comes from Discount Online Parts. Go check them out. Tell them Donny Boy 73 sent you, and have a great day.